Very well, now time to tilt the lens and focus on matters tech and taxes. And I had mentioned earlier, we have the director of Research Technologies Limited, Robert Manyara. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Straight to the question, how is the tax regime as we are in terms of how now we have, over the years, we have digitized everything and technology is changing very fast?
Thank you so much. I'm Robert Manyara from Research Limited, an ICT company. Now, thank you so much. I can say in Kenya, for the last maybe 20 years, there's been upward trajectory in terms of taxes on the same. And that's why we are here today to demystify and even to make it easier and even to provide the alternatives to still achieve what might be required to help us still get the taxes that are required. Yes, because they say if any case you want to go somewhere, there are several ways of going there, so long as you are open and ready to embrace them.
And what are the main benefits of incorporating technology in taxes, both for the taxpayer, me and you, and also for the tax authorities, KRA?
Thank you so much. Just the same way that there's a specific budget set every year, there are various ways that we can use technology to achieve the same target. Just for example, assume maybe we are looking at 4 trillion this year, for example. How else can we use technology to ensure that I still pay the same amount I used to pay, but still achieve the same? I want to give you an example. We can use technology to produce more, and therefore we can get the money that we ought to have gotten somewhere else through technology. Let me give you an example. Assume today, maybe at the end of the day, for example, bread will bring us maybe tax worth 1 million. So we can ask ourselves, what else can we do to get us 1 million without taxing bread by use of technology? We can produce more by giving people more machines, like in agriculture. If any case you're producing 5 tons of maize, what can we do to you so that you can be able to produce 20 tons and still get the money that you have or to have gotten somewhere else? That is one way we can use technology. Also, we can use technology to ensure we reduce the possible losses. If, for example, a company needs to make 10 million, so that they can be able to produce maybe 30% turnover on the same. So what can we do to ensure that this person reach their 10 million? Because if they indeed pay 30% of 10 million, the person will be able to help us meet the target that we need without increasing the possible taxes. So we can use technology to do things faster, easier, more efficiently, and reduce the possible losses. Then again, many people do things manually. So when you do things manually, that's why we have so many companies dying within 3 years from their start. So how can we use technology so that we have now more company to tax? Maybe instead of increasing, now instead of 10 people being taxed, then we can have 50 people being taxed the same amount. So we call them reducing tax burden by use of technology. So those are some of the examples. But again, also, even in places where we have people producing, we have people who are producing very good stuff, but nobody's there to buy their stuff. So we have even a lot of production dying somewhere, getting destroyed somewhere, nyanya, a lot of it somewhere. But there's no technology that can connect the buyer and the seller. If this person could produce more tomatoes, produce more maize, produce even more items, it means more employment. People still paying the same taxes, but now we have tax burden reduced because many people are doing the same. They say if you want to get 10 bob, from 10 people, there are 2 options. One person can give you 10 bob, or each person can give you 1 bob each to reach 10 people. So my encouragement, or maybe our request is that can we use the opposite way, where one person don't produce 10 bob, but 10 people can produce one bob each. Through this, we will even have many people willing to give, because it's now 1 bob, not 10 bob.
Oh, we increase the tax bracket.
Yes.
Now, how has technology influenced taxpayers' compliance and reduced instances of tax evasion? We have seen this, not only in Kenya, but in most developing countries. There's tax evasion.
That's true. What happened actually for people, there are many people that have used technology. Like now we have ETIMS, where they're saying, if any case I've sent something, I've purchased something, I can go to ETIMS, download the purchase that you have done to me, then we have input and output. The challenge that we have been having without technology, so somebody could just be paying output only, but there's some input, meaning if any case I sell something unto you, maybe worth 10 bob, and I've sold it at maybe 20 bob, there's tax that is incurred when I buy it, and there's tax that it incurred when I sell it. So when I subtract this, I'll be able to reduce the tax. But because we are not using technology, sometimes I just buy my thing kienyeji, so you realize I pay more because I don't have much input. So technology has made it easier that if any case you are using technology, you can be able to know who produced what, and you can be able to pay less.
And it's a good thing that you've mentioned ETIMS, that is the Electronic Tax Information Management System. And a number of Kenyans were quite reluctant, and especially when we were told about school fees being paid via ETIMS. If you're talking about the digital revolutionizing and changing everything, why do you think a lot of Kenyans are a little bit cagey when it comes to taxes, and especially electronic taxes?
Oh, thank you so much. The reason why that problem is available, first, is if any case you don't explain to people further the benefit, then the benefit that they know is the only one that they think by themselves. So I will also encourage government to even also tell people maybe the advantage or the benefit of going that way. How it will help me to reduce the taxes the way I've been doing before. Because maybe if any case we use ETIMS, for example, it will be much easier for somebody not to pay much. But how? That is what need to come out. And because people do not know the full information, we have not done enough advertisement on the same, so people fear, because they say whoever speaks first is the one who has the knowledge. So if it could be good that more people can be educated much on the benefit of going this way, then we will have more people coming on board.
What are some of the challenges of this, and how do you overcome them? Because as you have seen in the last story, we have they are producing about 300 shoes either in Nyeri. And 300 shoes, they have a capacity of 900. Kenya is more of a buying country than an exporting country. How do we change this as we wrap up?
Thank you so much. I believe that when we use technology, two things. We can increase the production. And even today, we can even encourage that if any case government could buy more equipment for people who are starting up, they can produce more. We can employ more people. And therefore, we might have many people paying the taxes, and we'll still reach our target. Also, another suggestion on still getting this, I would recommend that if government can even come up with various incubation or centers. We have so many ideas in Kenya that if any case we produce today, and if any case they're supported enough, then we'll have multi-billions kind of company that even only few company will be able to raise this tax that we need. So investing in more innovations, because Kenya is more innovative. Then again, I will also advise that if any case government can come up with a strategy where we can even have, we have so many students who are very bright in Kenya. There are various ways on how else can we get the money. Because of technology, most people are really having ideas, but they don't know how to reach government. Like today, or currently, people are being giving their opinion, but there are people who are disadvantaged because they cannot come to Nairobi so that their opinion can be listened to. That's why we are saying we can use technology or app where I'm back there at home, maybe Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, I can give my opinion, and where the president sits, he'll be able to see the result. What are people saying downtown? What are people saying? What idea can we have so that it is not only one way? They say if any case you don't embrace more other ways, you might not know what it look like.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we are out of time. That has been Robert Manyara, who is the director of Research Limited, an ICT company, talking about tech and taxes. An interesting conversation, and we are about to compound it further. Remember, we are only 2 days to the budget reading day that will be read in Parliament on Thursday. More on this in our subsequent bulletin and subsequent discussions.